Let's talk about love. So guys, in this video, I want to share with you how you can find true love and keep that true love. Hey guys, it's Linfidel here and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I'm dedicated to helping you achieve time and financial freedom. Now, the reason for me talking about love is that it's thanks to love that I've been able to feel fulfilled in my relationship and just feel so happy that I'm able to focus on my business and on my career because I have a great relationship, great love. So that is why I want to share with you this topic, even though it's not about time and financials, but it does help those time and financial freedom that you're after. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, show me some love, and you'll be notified about my videos every single week. So let's get started and help you find true love. Love. Okay, so I was so consumed with love problems from a very young age. It really stems from the lack of love that I got from my own father. My father didn't know how to show love. He's a very traditional kind of Vietnamese man that never says I love you, never says sorry, never show me any affection because he was just shy and awkward. He just doesn't do it. He shows love in other ways. He's always a loyal kind of dad, stays home, looks after the family, but he just won't say the things that you need to hear in order to feel loved. And so as a kid, I just always felt unloved. Likewise, my mum was also Vietnamese, and having lived with him for so many years, I think it rubbed off on her. She's just not expressive either. I've never, ever heard them say, I love you to me. And so that's my problem with love. And so the reason why I'm saying that is it's so important first to go back to the beginning of your life, to as young as you can, and remember whatever has happened in your life around the topic of love. And it really always usually happens to you as a child and your relationship with your parents, or what you observe with your parents. Maybe there's certain things that you observe between your parents or how they treat you that created this belief about love. And so I was lacking love, so I was out there seeking love, constantly trying to find people to love me. I didn't love myself, I was just needing other love. So that was the major problem to why I have so many damaging relationships. So I went out there looking for a guy to make me happy, but then I would always get bored because I wasn't happy with myself, and then would break up and just go into different relationships. So until you sort of fix yourself and love yourself and know why you do what you do, and do you even, can you live with yourself? Are you happy to be alone? Until you can do that, then you'll be able to find the true love. Because I didn't love myself and I went into so many different relationships, and it always lasted for a few months or a year or something really short, that I developed a belief around love. I said to myself that every relationship starts off good and then it goes downhill. And guess what happens? Every time I go into a relationship, I have that expectation, and then I fulfill my own prophecy. And then whoever I meet, it is always a proof that I was right. So I would meet single people, and then they're like, yeah, I wouldn't get into a relationship with you because, this is my bad relationship. And I would always just hear more stories of how relationships won't work. And so it really comes down to, what are you focusing on? What is your belief? Because surprisingly later on, when I realized that I was saying that to myself, I just changed it. I'm like, how can people stay together? How do some people are still in love? Obviously we've seen people that are together for so many years, even old people are holding hands. So there are evidence of them out there. Now, instead of going, I don't believe that, it's like, how do they do it? Like, what are they doing differently that I need to learn? And so I started to read books. So because I wanted to challenge my belief, I started to learn more, books around love, relationship. Even though at the time, I remember I was single, and I purposely tried to stay single that year because I needed to just spend time with myself and to feel like I feel complete by myself rather than needing someone to complete me. And so as part of that journey, I just did a lot of research and knowledge and trying to figure out, how do you actually keep a relationship? Because it's still a bit of an art, a strategy, right? If you learn how to communicate, if you learn how to understand the love language, then it does improve the chance of a relationship. Because I don't have a problem finding a person to date, but it's how do I find the right person and keep them long time. And that is the point of this video. It's about finding true love, meaning like someone that you love and you're going to last with them. So you've sorted yourself out, you love yourself, and you also have change your belief around love, and you do believe that love exists and it can last, and you started to, do a lot of research around how to keep a relationship. So that's perfect. Now the next step is then now you can actually write down a shopping list of who you want. So this is a beautiful thing that I've learned from Tony Robbins. So he said, you can just write down a shopping list of what you want in this future guy. And I was like, oh my God, will this really come true? It's like I'm just writing a shopping list. But I believed in the process. I believed him because he's a living proof of all the successes that he's helped people with. So I wrote down everything. I wrote, I want someone that's friendly and kind and family oriented, care about business or whatever else. I wrote the things that were important to me. The other thing was that you also need to write what won't you tolerate. So it's not enough to just write the things that you like about a person. You also need to write what are the things that you cannot tolerate. Some of my things were like, I cannot tolerate jealousy or tolerate people that, are verbally abusive or physically abusive. And so, I wrote all that out. But then the next step is that while you're single, you need to live like that person that you've described, right? So if you said, you want that person to be kind, family oriented, whatever else, you need to be that. Are you spending time with your family? Are you being kind? Are you showing jealousy? Because if those are the things that you want in a person, but you're not even doing it yourself, then you're not going to be able to attract it. Like attract like. So try to become that person so that you can attract that kind of person who also likes that kind of person too. So that is my tip for the shopping list part. And finally, now that you've got your shopping list, it doesn't mean you sit there and just hope that it would just, come through the sky or just drop down in the backyard of your house. You really need to get out there and give things a go. So, it means going out with your friends. If your friends want to set you up, then go on a blind date, go on a date, just give it a chance. And if you see someone and, don't be quick to judge them that they're not your type, because it's only until you get to know them and be open to it will you know if they really are meant for you. And so sometimes I find that people are so, they're perfectionists when it comes to love. It's like, I need to be certain, or I don't think he's my type, or I'm not going to go for it unless I know it's the right one. But you're just really robbing yourself of that chance because you never even got to know them. You haven't even got yourself out there or do anything about it. So then people end up being single for so many years. And so don't take it so serious, have fun in the dating game. Go out on dates. You don't have to like them. If you don't like them, you realize you don't like them, then just go, hey, we can be friends. Go on other dates. And it's when you just are free from desperation of needing a boyfriend because you're just having fun in the process, then that true love will come. So that's exactly what happened with me. In that year that I was single, there were certain guys that I like in terms of acquaintances, but I don't think that they'll be my boyfriend. But I still went out with them, had some fun. And when the opportunity came for me, when my husband, husband now, but at the time he emailed me and invited me for a business meeting in Sydney, I wasn't quick to go for it because I wasn't desperate. I had, I'm having fun in life anyway. So I was more like relaxed and said, okay, I'll come and see you. But I still took the chance to go for that meeting rather than going, oh, he lives in Sydney, can't be bothered, whatever else, whatever reason it is. I gave it a chance. Then when I met him, my thoughts, my old self came out and said, don't think he's my type. But then I challenged it. I said, hey, if you were so right in the past, then why aren't you with the right person now? So I realized that, hey, you got to change. You got to try something different. He might look like he's not your type, like in the look wise, but let's see what happens. And so I gave it a shot. I just opened my mind, and the next few days I fell in love. And so I wanted to encourage you to first work on yourself, work on the history of yourself, then learn to love yourself, then do that ideal guy shopping list, and then become that shopping list, and then ultimately just have fun, and then the true love and that ideal guy will come, I promise you. And when they come, please let me know in the comments below if you start to attract the love of your life, or any of these things ring true for you. Would love to hear in the comments below. For those of you who found love, I would want to hear from you. How did you find your true love? Was there any of these tricks or tips that I've given you that you apply that helps you find love, or if you've had other advice that you could give to your other people, then do share in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and yeah, all the best with your love life, because like I said, happy life, good love means more success and more time freedom for yourself. Bye.